Welcome back. You're listening to Houston Real Estate Radio. I'm your host, Shannon Register. And if you've got a real estate question, give us a call, 844-788-9444. We'd love to answer your real estate question right here on the air on a Sunday morning. 844-788-9444 is our call-in number. We want to do something special for you this summer. We're doing kind of a little special summer reading program. So this segment, I'm talking with Mike Yost, and he wrote the book called The Man Cave Book. So all the men out there are going to love this. It's really it's really a fun read. So I think this is one that you could really take to the beach and read. Don't you think, Mike?
Oh yeah, the book itself has been. I've got photos on the website where it's been. Folks take the book along on their cruises. Yeah. On vacation. And it's just small. Just about anywhere you can go. It's a small book. Yeah, small, easy read. It's real easy to kind of take with you. Mm-hmm. And lots of pictures. I love that. It's all in color. And I love, if you go to our website at HoustonRealEstateRadio.com, you can view this video interview, and you'll see that Mike's background, he's got lots of great things there in his background. Are you in your man cave, Mike? Yes, I am. It's one of the most important places I like to be on a day after work, I'm here to tell you. So it's interesting because a lot of men do need their little man cave. Some of them, they call them different things, but, you know, it's their little area. And you talk in your book about the 7 constructions of a man cave, the different types of caves. Let's talk about those, because some men at home may have a cave and not even realize it. That's true. So some of the things you want to look at, obviously a man cave is built and designed by the personality of the man that actually has a cave. Men don't need a lot of space to have a man cave. Yeah. Men are pretty simple creatures, so we don't need a lot of space. And you're right, there's a lot of people that may have their designated area that may be a man cave. They just don't even know it. Yeah. So you talk about the gentleman's cave, which is more of a high class kind of cave, right? And then you've got like the bar cave and the what are some of the sports cave, the collector's cave. You have lots of different names for them. I know here in Texas, some people like to have a trophy room if they like to hunt. Yeah, we have a few of those displayed in the book as well. There's the hardest part of doing the book was actually categorizing the man caves, because like I said, they're so independent and designed by the personality of the man that owns them. So it was really kind of difficult to kind of classify them, and we did the best we could. The gentleman's cave is your more high-end cave. They're a little bit more expensive. Men tend to sink a little bit more money into those, where they have a lot of framed pictures, matted, recessed lighting. I think of those as being your bachelor pad type. Done man cave. Kind of a bachelor man cave. Yeah, bachelors usually just kind of have the whole apartment or the whole house, and there's a lot of people that do that. And but most man caves, men that have man caves, most of them are married. And it's just kind of a little area that they've carved out for themselves. Okay, so what's your favorite of all the man caves? Oh, there are so many. I prefer what we call the collector's cave. It's not one that necessarily follows a theme, and it just kind of has a lot of different things to look at when you're in the man cave. And that's kind of the way mine is. You see a lot of the stuff behind me. And to me, it's a lot of fun sitting in somebody's man cave when there's a lot of different things to look at. And all those things are conversation pieces. So it's just a lot of fun. Yeah, that's the thing that I like about a man cave. What's interesting about the man cave, what I notice about my husband is when you have people over, eventually they're going to make it to the man cave because he wants to show them something in there. Something's going to come up in conversation that he wants to go show them. And then once they get in there, they like it and they stay. Well, yeah, you'll find that both husbands, wives, most parties end up migrating to the man cave, and that's where they want to be. And it's actually a great thing because you can kind of consolidate the mess to an area.
Yeah.
And you don't necessarily have people traipsing through your house all the time. So it's really kind of a neat place to kind of unwind without worrying about people breaking stuff in the house.
Okay, are there women caves?
Yeah, we call those Diva Dens.
Diva Dens. I like Diva Dens. So I've had a Diva Den.
My wife actually started a website to kind of focus in on that. It's called InnerDivaDen.com. But they're also called she sheds. There's a big trend right now where outdoor sheds are being converted for the ladies, where they can do a lot of their reading.
Yes.
They can do quilting. They can do those things that they enjoy.
Right. Yes. So my mother has a potting shed. That's what she has, is a potting shed. It's kind of her Diva Den. And when I used to do scrapbooking, I had a whole room that was just organized just for scrapbooking. So I guess hobby rooms, exercise rooms, sewing rooms, those are all Diva Dens.
Yeah, there's a lot of ladies that even structure their she sheds, or whatever you want to call them, very similar to what the man caves are doing, where they hang up their trophies, plaques, things that they enjoy to see. A lot of them turn them into just a room where they can go relax, kind of get away from the kids, the husband, and that kind of a thing. So it's a growing trend, but they are out there. You kind of have to look for them, but there are ladies that are fully involved in this as well. So
they kind of started as, like, when you were a kid, you had a fort, and then you had like your bedroom where you had all your superstar heroes hanging on the wall. So it kind of follows that, right?
Yeah, guys have always kind of enjoyed having a place of their own, and there's a gap between childhood and when a lot of times the children leave the nest, and you end up with some extra room in the house, or a room in that garage.
Yeah.
And it's a good way for guys to kind of pull all that stuff out of the garage, out of boxes, and kind of display it and showcase the things that they've done through their lives.
Yeah, all those beer lights have to go somewhere.
That's right. Well, one of the rules of thumb I have is if you bring something to your wife and she says, that's not going in my house, then you know it goes in the man cave.
So you have a 10-step plan to the man cave. Can you kind of walk us through that plan? How to kind of plan and implement your cave?
Some of the things you need to kind of think about is space is your most valued commodity. Now, like I said before, you don't need a lot of space to be happy. So you have to kind of think about what you want to do in your man cave, and kind of build around that. Most man caves have what's called a focal point. It can be a bar, a poker table, a pool table, a big screen TV.
Yeah.
And then you kind of want to build around that, but you always want to have enough seating for the guys or the gals, whoever's coming around.
Yeah.
And you just kind of build around that.
Can it be your media room, your theater room?
Yeah, a lot of these, that's what they end up turning into. We have a lot of them in the book and on the website that showcase people that have basically turned one of the larger rooms in their house into a mobile or a theater. They've got theater seating, big screen TV. It's just awesome.
It's funny you talk about forbidden things that can't be done in the man cave. Give us some ideas of the forbidden things.
Well, some of the forbidden things, you can't have flowers. You can't have dollies or doilies, I guess.
Doilies, okay.
The only flower you can have is a blooming cactus. So there's some things in the man cave that are not allowed, like candles and scented candles and things like that. So we outline a few of those in the book.
Okay, very good. All right. I know some artists who have their garage transformed into kind of their man cave where they can play instruments and stuff. So that's always fun.
Yeah, we have a lot of people that, and that's the thing about man caves, it's all about your interest. And you'll know a lot about a man just by going into his man cave, because you learn right away pretty much what his interests are, or what his favorite sports teams are, that type of thing.
Yeah. And what if you just have a very small budget? Can you still do this?
Oh, yeah. And that's the beauty of a man cave is the whole idea is not to spend a lot of money. You can start out very small. There's a lot of resources as far as buying stuff online. We kind of look at ourselves as the greatest recycler of furniture and electronics, because a lot of the stuff people are just giving away work perfect in a man cave. So you just start off small and just kind kind of slowly go from there. A man cave's never complete. It's always evolving. And if you ask any man that has one, they're always changing something or modifying something. So start off small and just enjoy it.
Let's talk about the snowball effect, because I love what you wrote here in the book about the snowball effect. It's an important cycle, a mysterious cycle, and a wondrous cycle. I was like, what is he talking about? But it is so true. After I read what you wrote about it, it is so true. Tell us about the snowball effect.
Well, the snowball effect is you kind of start one way, and then it just kind of goes from there. Things just tend to grow. You tend to start researching more on technologies and different things, and so you tend to, it just kind of grows on itself. The key is not to try to get too out of hand with it, but things just slowly tend to grow as you go, kind of just get started in the whole thing. So
I think people give you stuff, people see what your interests are, and then when they're out and they're shopping or they're online and they see something or there's a holiday coming up, they go back to that and that's what they get you. So you start just kind of collecting all these things. I think that's great. That's so true.
Yeah, your family and friends will just start loading you up with stuff, just like you said.
Especially because
as soon as they know you have a man cave.
Right. Especially because men are so hard to buy for. As soon as you know they want certain thing.
Much have what they want.
Yeah. So if you can collect
guys
stuff, that's
will
great.
usually buy what they want, so they're really hard to shop for.
Right. Okay, so when you've been in your man cave too long, what are some things that you can tell us that will let men know they've been in there too long?
Well, when you leave the man cave and the wife has changed the locks on the house, you know you've been out long. Just like with anything, you don't want to overuse the man cave. It's a great place for family and friends to get together, but it's not a hideaway. So you want to make sure that you use it sparingly, but you always keep the family involved with it.
Yeah.
Most wives are fully on board with man caves. It's a great place. Even the wives use it to bring their girlfriends in to have wine nights or whatever they need to do. So you just don't want to overabuse it, and make sure you keep the family involved.
All right, The Man Cave book by Mike Yost and Jeff Wilser, and it's a great little read. It's a fun little book. I loved it. I loved all the pictures. What is your website if people want to learn more about the Man Cave?
We're at mancavesite.org. We're about ready to hit our 8,000th member. The website's free, and there's plenty of resources and places where you can talk to other man cave owners and look at photos and upload your own photos and just have a lot of fun.
Get some ideas. All right, we appreciate you coming on the show, Mike. Thanks.
Well, thank you for having me.
All right, we'll be right back here on Houston Real Estate Radio, and we've got more summer books for you to read. We'll be right back here on Houston Real Estate Radio.
Imagine you and your family return from a tropical vacation to find that one of your pipes burst, flooding your entire house. Are you fully covered? Will you only receive $100 for your TV that cost you $2,000 just 2 years ago? Will your insurance company pay for you to live in a hotel while your home is being repaired? What if on that same trip you lose your wedding ring? Will your home insurance coverage replace that as well? All insurance policies are not created equal. If you don't know the answer to these questions, you're not alone. Most people don't understand the gaps in their coverage until it's too late. Call Goosehead Insurance today and let one of our agents review your current policy to ensure that you are fully covered. At Goosehead Insurance, we understand the power of choice. Instead of working for a single insurance company, our agents have access to over 20 A-rated carriers. This allows us to craft a policy to fit your particular lifestyle, budget, and needs. It also enables us to reshop your policy in the future, if necessary, saving you time and money. No need to look for another agent. At Goosehead, we've got you covered. Our agents will walk you through each policy decision so that you have the coverage you need. If that's not reason enough, talk to one of our happy clients. Our client satisfaction scores are 3 times the industry average. To experience the Goosehead insurance difference, visit us online at goosehead.com or call us at 800-474-1377.